No air horn?
No, go again.
Do it again.
What are we doing?
Do it again. There it is.
God.
Damn.
How are you supposed to do anything here without an air horn?
Or a money gun.
You're not. But I think we're playing the air horn today. It's air horns down.
Wow.
Two horns down.
Transition.
Yeah.
That was a terrible.
The Texas Longhorns are officially dog shit.
That's a fucking Stretch Armstrong right there.
Whatever. We're here to talk about Texas. We're here to laugh at Texas today. It's the Monday morning recap. I'm Rob Fox. That's Dan Regester and Giorgio Gregorius.
It is officially the Texas Hate Hour.
Yeah, it's not hate. It's like Schadenfreude. It's just funny. It's funny.
Swedenfrog?
Schadenfreude.
Isn't it
Schadenfreude?
ironic?
Who?
Don't you think? Mm-hmm. No, it is funny. It's hilarious. Texas, they don't look like no SEC team I've seen.
Oh my God, dude! At the beginning of the
They
year,
ain't SEC.
At the beginning of the year, it was funny because they got shit pumped by like a mediocre, like middle class SEC team in Arkansas, and now they're giving up 57 to the worst Power 5 program in the country. Well, not anymore. Kansas has to be better than Vanderbilt now.
Do you know what Lance Leopold said post game?
What?
After they won the game, he said, "I really have nothing to say because when I took this job, they didn't really prepare us for post game winning interviews.
Yeah,
and that should have been a red flag there.
Big red flag. Big red flag.
At least they're realistic. What do you want them? What do you want Kansas to like bring them in and be like fucking Orange Bowl by year 2?
We're changing the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like man, think how badly your program's beaten down. Where you come to the job and they're like, "Hey, all right, like we hope you say yes. I just want you to know, like, it's not gonna be good."
But why not? It's not that hard. You load up your offensive, defensive line with all some cornbread fries from the Midwest. Mm-hmm. You lure them in on their recruiting trips with promises of women and a normal life.
You hit up all those JUCO transfers.
And exactly, you hit the JUCO transfer for the skill positions.
Yeah, I do think JUCO transfer is like the ultimate.
You can't
equalizer.
have too many though, or your team just like won't run, and like no one will show up for practice. If there's too many JUCO players, practice just gets canceled.
They got to bring in that bald fuck from Independence, Kansas, from Last Chance U, because nobody has the balls to hire him.
I don't know who that is. I just know that
that was a terrible TV show.
Kansas.
You hate Last Chance U?
Okay, first of all,
it's a great show.
Everyone knew that they were sleeping with the academic coordinator, right? All the football players.
The Mississippi, the woman from Mississippi?
Yeah.
Well,
that was just
she's a saint. How dare you?
That was just written all over that.
How dare you?
Do you not know what happens on the underbelly of college athletics?
I mean, you do. You were there.
JUCO athletics.
It seems even seedier, to be honest.
Dude, their cold tubs were just kiddie pools that they filled with ice, and their dorm rooms were old Motel 8s.
She was the Sandra Bullock of Mississippi. She's a sweet woman.
She could definitely be a sweet woman, help them get to four-year college, and also be taking that D.
I think Sandra Bullock's character was in Mississippi.
And she was the mom.
Yeah.
Sweeter.
So now it's creepy.
Sandra Bullock.
There's already one.
In Mississippi.
Did you watch the Kansas-Texas game?
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
It was, I saw the score at half, and I'm like, I got to turn this on. Because I knew Texas would come back.
So, yeah.
I knew that was inevitable.
Did you see how after the game, like whenever they got the game-winning 2-point conversion, the coach, he was like running out and he was like trying to pull everyone back in. He didn't know what to do. He had no idea that he knew that they won, but he was like pulling everyone back like they're going to throw a penalty.
Like they were celebrating too much or something.
Yeah, like what are they going to do? Throw a flag?
Fucking
Game's
Todd
over.
Graham just chastising his cornerback for having a pick six to seal the game against Notre Dame. I'll never forget that game. I don't know why. It sticks in my head. Arizona State beat Notre Dame in 2014 or something?
Yeah.
Were the Notre Dame players distracted? Were they there a day ahead of time and then coerced by the sirens of Arizona State?
Probably. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, it was probably the strongest direction they'd ever gotten. I started watching the last 2 minutes of the first half, which is when Kansas just went fucking bananas and scored 21 points in a minute, including a hilarious pick six.
So as Mizzou guys, do you guys hate Kansas football?
Well, it's a non sequitur for so long. It was just we can't even be our football rival because you're so bad at football.
So, yeah, when I was in school, that was when Kansas was good at football for that year, for like a 2-3 year stretch specifically. But then the 1 year where they were like incredible, just like Mizzou was in 2007. And yeah, I fucking hated Kansas football. But by the time we left for the SEC, they were so bad, already so bad.
And I mean, they were bad before that. They had a couple good seasons.
Yeah. As soon as Todd Reesing left, like, that was it.
Yeah.
And
They got to bring back Mangino, really.
that's their only hope. I don't think
Is
he's
he
gonna
still
do it.
alive?
Somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he still have his feet?
Well,
Gout.
I don't know if that's guaranteed.
He didn't use his feet when he had them.
I think he's implying he has diabetes.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not using them.
Well, it's just more tragic.
He's on a
than
fucking
anything else.
hover round.
Do you want the feet or the Diet Coke? Got to make that choice.
Diet Coke. Like, as someone who used to be addicted to Diet Coke and still remembers it fondly, Diet Coke over feet, for sure. Like, nothing hits, like, when you're thirsty on a hot day, there's nothing as refreshing as a nice DC.
Yeah, when you have feet, people make you do stuff.
Right. And I'm really not a fan of that.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Also, if you can get those blades now, probably faster, stronger.
They are.
Little tink tinks.
Better than feet.
Yeah.
No, but then they have to go for, like, knee, right? That's, like, knee down.
Yeah, the only
Or
problem
you
is
could
you
just
can't
be
sell
like an
blade
alligator
picks.
and run 35 miles an hour on ground.
On my nubs?
There's for sure a market out there for the blade.
Well, for nub,
community.
I would say for nub, not for blade.
If you've thought of it, there's somebody out there. That
Somebody
would pay
wants
for
feet
it.
picks that are just the fucking.
The blades, yeah.
Well, no, like, who, like, is someone, like, just ice skating permanently?
Well, you have attachments.
Yeah, it's a different attachment.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Honestly, it makes life more convenient.
Do you know that all the characters in Star Fox have their legs cut off from the knee down?
Really?
Yeah.
And had them space legs put on?
Yeah, basically. It's for so they can deal with the G-forces better.
Yeah. Interesting thing Joe Rogan brought up recently, talking about that too. They, with stem cell research and being able to regrow and regenerate organs, is like pretty interesting the way that science is going. But he said, do you think science will get there first, or will we become like humanoid mech creatures? Like, will the bioengineering be better than the regenerative growth, or faster?
Like, will we be cyborgs before we evolve?
Will we be cyborgs before we can like regrow a kidney?
We'll get a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Yeah. What
Like
is
a Cylon
evolution
situation.
But us just like figuring out the problems.
Right, but who wants to regrow an arm when you could have like a laser cannon arm?
A laser can.
Like when we get to that point where we're like, all right, just cut it off.
I suppose it
But then you
depends.
could be like a lizard and your arm just regrows.
Yeah. There'll be some people
team
that'll be
organism.
like, they'll be tech supremacists, right? And they'll be like metal power. And then there'll be other people that are, they're fleshies. And they want to stay animal. And these will be the new powers that fight each other.
Will there be a colony?
Yeah.
Will the fleshies be living in some sort of tropical area?
The fleshies will, I think, remain mostly on Earth. And they'll be a high-tech race, but they'll stay fleshy.
Right. But then the robots.
Yeah, the metal
The
people,
metal will be in the sky.
The metal will be in the sky. Yes.
Will
I am a
sex-
prophet.
Will sex be good as a metal, or will
No, it
evolve
won't.
past
That's why
that
people
as
want to
a
stay
rest-
flesh, because
right.
they're not going to want to eat or fuck or anything.
No.
And they're going to be like, no, we get off to like information and growing or something, and then but fleshies.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point? Like, once you have all, like, your computer, so you have all the information. There's no like information gathering as a computer, really.
It's not your mind anymore if you put it in a computer, because most of what your brain wants is animal shit. So
Right.
if you take away the need for all of that, you're not really yourself anymore.
Yeah, or also like, what fun is there to do? Like, I understand this is like this is the problem that
Killing is the only.
and now we have rewritten every science fiction novel of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's why. Like Terminator, The Matrix, they weren't mean. They were just horny, and the only way they can get off to anything is killing. They
Or
can't
just
fuck, they
super
can't eat.
bored.
Yeah.
there's nothing to do. There's nothing new to learn. No experiences are really that good. You don't really care
Why
about your
can't
meat
the
sack.
Terminator fuck?
Because he's a robot. He just is not programmed that way.
You don't think he has a dick?
You don't get pleasure
I was going to ask
sensors.
that. Does he have a dick?
He has a dick.
Yeah, he has a dick because he's got to blend in. Otherwise, when he tries to get into the colony, they don't even need a fucking dogs to like bark at him or whatever. They just like take your pants off. Come on.
Wait, no, that was an alien thing or a robot thing where someone didn't have genitals.
They do look at his they look at his dick in Terminator 2. They just don't show it because if he didn't have anything, they would be more.
Who looks
more
at his
shocked.
dick? Edward Furlong?
No, you remember the first scene where he's like walking in and he doesn't have any clothes on?
Oh,
Sean looked at his dick.
yeah.
I couldn't look at his dick.
You tried.
Everyone did. They're like, well, what's the Arnold dick gonna look like?
I bet Arnold's dick's very unimpressive.
Yeah.
I think
Mainly
it's
because of years of steroids.
Is it circed?
no steroids would make it huge. It's just nuts to get
No, your ball's shrinking. Also, it kind of affects your dick too.
how.
It gets a little. It fucks with your testosterone levels.
Okay.
Right. So it's kind of flaccid.
It's always flaccid.
Okay.
Especially if he's not taking. I'm sure he took post cycle, but at this age, like his testosterone.
No, yeah,
is
he's
all
got
fucked.
nothing.
Not great.
It's not working, and even if it is big, like it's just
Yeah.
flopped.
You know what else
Kinda
doesn't
work your
work?
dick
You have
out,
to
right?
hold it
Is
up
it
with
called
a stick and
joking?
a string.
What is it called? You can work your dick out, try to make it bigger.
Stop reading these magazines.
Kegels?
Yeah.
It's Kegel exercise.
Penile
I think
kegels.
it's like for men, it's called joking.
No, joking. That's not what joking is.
No, it's more like a milking motion.
Joking is.
I think that's what it is.
Joking is just making it
Going
longer.
like that.
Yep.
There you go.
Anyway,
Nope. We're on joking now.
Yes.
We are.
Steve
how many minutes in?
Sarkisian. How long is he at Texas at this point?
Well, you're already paying Herman, right? I mean,
Yeah, they have to keep him for like
you
3
can't-
years.
It's not like you can fire Sark. He's still cleaning up Herman's mess. But yeah, they've lost what? How many straight?
5.
Five
It's the most since 1956.
Oof. And when you lose to Kansas, that's 10 losses.
Mizzou now has a better record than UT. And
Ooh.
They were ranked a few times this year.
yeah, UT was ranked, dropped out, and then they ranked them again.
Is there a way they can get ranked if they win? No.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because the committee loves big
Texas?
brands, baby.
Okay. Do they have to change their color now? Do they have to change their mascot? Like, I feel like this Texas team does. It can't even identify as the old Texas
No,
team.
Right.
I honestly,
It does-
they are. I thought for a long time that they were in Tennessee territory.
No.
I now believe they're in Nebraska territory.
No, they're worse.
Like they're just a dead blue blood.
They're below that now.
They're not below. No,
They're below,
not below
Nebraska.
They're
They
not
have
below.
talent.
Yeah, Nebraska doesn't even
Nebraska's
get talent. But I think they're not going to get the talent they need.
Yeah. The thing is Vanderbilt licking their chops right now?
Absolutely. Vanderbilt's ready.
They haven't won. They don't win a whole lot of SEC games as is.
No, but they're going to take UT to the fucking
If they get this
woodshed.
scalp, what does that do for that school?
If they get what?
They get
If
the
they get the
scalp.
Texas scalp, I think since Kansas has already taken 2, kind of isn't as impressive.
Yeah, there's only 4 teams Kansas has beaten twice over the course of their current dog shit skid. 3 of them are FCS teams, and the other one is Texas.
Yeah.
It's the only school they have multiple wins against in the Power 5.
And it is weird though that Kansas has kind of jumped up and kind of bitten Texas this year, and then Oklahoma gave Oklahoma
A game.
a good bargain for.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, I do think they actually finally made a good hire,
Lance Leopold, I believe, is a good coach.
Yeah.
I turned that Buffalo program around.
which was also partially ruined by a former Kansas coach,
Yeah.
Turner Gill. Is
Yeah.
that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Gill. I forget his first name.
But yeah, Leopold kind of took over. I think he's going to not change the culture, but they'll be at least a respectable P5 program where they'll win 4 or 5, maybe make a bowl game in the next
Every
5
now and
years,
then. Yeah.
6 wins, 6
Yeah,
and 6.
it's a good news that Texas is leaving the Big 12. They don't have to play Kansas every year anymore.
Yeah, I did see that joke on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Oh!
I thought I'd say, whatever.
I'm terrified of Kansas, really.
Basketball, yeah.
Yeah, you're coming in.
Well, that was the whole point of the Mizzou-Kansas rivalry is if we could ever beat them in basketball or get to their level in basketball,
Right.
we felt like we won that rivalry. It's probably why we
Right.
ignored football so much.
Their football team. But granted, our football team was awful for a long, long time too. So the football part of the rivalry for a long time was just a fucking
Yeah, but when both teams
slap
suck,
fight.
you don't even want to watch the rivalry. It's just like, oh, we're both 2 and
Right.
6 right now. Congrats.
yeah, woo on like a bleary November day.
Yeah. Oh
where
my
you're
god,
just like,
it's
this
cold.
is pathetic.
You're drinking shitty alcohol out of a paint bucket. You're doing Jello shots that don't taste good. And
Drinking
you're
out
like,
of a
why?
paint bucket?
Yeah, this dude used to mix it all in a paint bucket.
You
and
never
have
had paint.
straws.
You never did paint bucket nights.
No.
Oh fuck! Is that
Damn.
a Mizzou thing?
Maybe. I only did it there.
Drinking out of paint buckets.
Yeah,
Drinking out of cups.
What are you drinking out of the paint bucket?
it's basically like a jungle juice type of situation
Okay.
usually.
I think
we were pretty frugal, but we acquired the proper igloo, 5-gallon.
Yeah.
I think it's for mixing. It's you put it in the paint bucket and then you shake it up and then you reopen the paint bucket.
Oh, see, we would always just put it in put straws into the paint bucket. You just walk around with that all night drinking it.
Yeah, we did that too.
Yeah.
I miss the fish bowls. Big fan of fish bowls.
Yeah. Well, you know what it's like? It's like Silky O'Sullivan's in Memphis. That's like their thing. But it's not a paint bucket, but they give you a fucking bucket.
Okay.
Full of just sugar and alcohol.
We used to do $2 liquor pitchers
Okay.
at a station. R.I.P.
There was one place, Fieldhouse, that did
Long Island iced
Long
tea.
Island iced tea pitchers. And this one girl I knew who was like 5'3", solid 100 pounds, was like on her second pitcher. And I was like, wait, how big are those pitchers? Because by the time you're done consuming that second one, you might have more Long Island iced tea than blood.
Literally.
Like literally. I was like, I don't know.
And they would just go to the back, and like the entire back would be wet. Like you couldn't even stand in the back anymore because it was
filthy.
all tile, and it was just alcohol and sweat. There was no ventilation.
You need a fucking tetanus shot if you fall on the floor there.
Good luck getting up.
You're not. It's a real Astro World situation.
I did want to ask you about this.
Well, it's also an adhesive that would just kind of
Yeah.
keep you to the ground.
Yeah. Did you have a bunch of bars that would fail from selling basically free alcohol and
Yeah.
then just rebrand in like 6 months?
Every bar that I ever went to at UCF is now under, or went under.
Really?
What's going on with our autofocus here?
that's
There we
fine.
go. There's a little snap. Just got a snap.
The camera can't decide who's more handsome.
It's true.
Dev's gone. Library moved.
God, every fucking
Foo bar.
every
Well, this fucking
gone.
school has a library.
so
nice
dumb.
library. I'm not gonna say it's good or original. It's not.
You'd be like, oh, mom and dad, I spent that money at the library. Like, who spends $100 fucking at the library, Kevin?
Well, I would never spend $100.
At 218.
Yeah.
If you spent $20 at Knight's Library, you bought around for the bar.
And Ellis,
True.
Ellis did have some nice hot chocolate and coffee down there. It was pretty
They
expensive.
had a little coffee
But
spot. yeah.
UCF's whole thing when I was there was $5 cover for every bar, but it's free drinks all night.
There's a lot of that in Mizzou, too. It was like, we just want all of your money and then get you drunk.
We
And-
want you in the
Well,
door.
the drinks were super cheap, so they just did cover.
Right.
Right. So it's $5 cover.
And then you what you would do is you want drinks, you get two at a time. You tip the bartender $1 for every two drinks.
Yeah.
So
you take, I mean, I was getting blackout on $20 every night.
under 20. If you spend 20 again, that's
Yeah. I mean, there were literally nights
little
where I was like,
excessive.
oh my God, I spent $40 last
or
night.
you're just feeling
Right. That's ending your world, spending $40. And you're like, wait, what?
Now, that's the cheapest
Oh
night
my God,
of all
some of my
time.
cheap friends, I won't out him like this, but he was a track runner at Mizzou. He was like, yo, I made money last night. And I'm like, how? It's like people gave him money for drinks, I guess, when he came back with the round.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's
Yeah.
rad and
Yeah, I was
stupid.
like,
Why would
what?
you do that?
I'll fix this camera.
Little autofocus situation.
Yeah, it doesn't like two people for some reason. I don't know why.
Just take autofocus off.
Well, probably could have done that.
Yeah. Feels like an easy solution to have
We had to turn it off last night for the
for the
music
show.
festival.
Yeah, I heard you guys were working a music festival till the wee hours of the night.
Yeah,
How was that? Heard it was like a war.
it was. That Giorgio believes that it's more brave to work a music festival now than to go to war.
No, I said it's more dangerous, and I think we're proving that every single Astro World.
Actually,
Yeah.
if I had to guess, in the last 3 years,
How many U.S. soldiers died last
versus
week?
people at music
I
festivals?
bet more U.S. soldiers have died at music festivals than have died.
Yeah.
Someone give me these stats.
I need the data, but it sounds right.
That does
Checks out.
that sound wrong. I'll be quite honest. I mean, there was, I guess, the Kabul situation probably threw a wrench in that. But prior
only
to
six.
prior to the Kabul airport pullout from like 2019 to 2021, music festivals were taking way
How
more
many
lives.
fucking soldiers have just died on 4th of July weekend or something at a lake?
That's a good question.
The Lake of the Ozarks claims souls.
Souls, Lake Lanier, Lake Lanier in fucking Georgia.
Or who was that soccer player who got hit with the Roman candle in the chest?
Oh, hockey player.
Oh, hockey
It
player,
wasn't
yeah.
a Roman candle. It was a fucking mortar.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It was a goalie who ironically couldn't stop one last shot.
Well, he did. That was the thing. He did stop the shot.
Yeah, that's true, actually. They said he was like protecting other people.
It's probably protecting
What
the
a way to
beer.
die, actually, using your talent like that.
See, I always thought it was. So when that came out, I was under the impression that he actually slipped, running away from the mortar, and then hit his head. That's how
Yeah.
he died.
What I would do is never buy a mortar.
I like
Right.
mortars.
That's just the way you lose your hand.
You go up to the Poconos. Your uncle and cousins come with a bunch of mortars, just start firing them.
What took off JPP's fingers?
I was just a M80.
Okay.
Yeah, anything that close will really mess you up.
Man,
How did we get on this?
I don't know. But I mentioned Pierre Paul, so we are talking about sports technically, so it's fucking fine.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, how was the music festival? Scary, I assume.
No, we didn't hear a single lyric. I don't think.
No,
Dan,
no.
did
It
we?
was so you go to like deep house festivals, I guess, like where people I've never heard of. They're clearly not top 40.
They're not there.
It seems like kind of like a German sex dungeon.
Yeah, it was the last girl of the night, Nina Kravitz, no relationship to Lenny Kravitz, had a glass of wine and smoked like 5 cigs during her set.
Yeah. But do you think she lets people assume that she's related to Lenny Kravitz?
No.
She's
like
old.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like the same way. Like I tell people I went to Mizzou, and like I'm in media, so they just assume it's journalism, and I just let them
And
assume that I was in the J
She had
school.
like the Matrix vibe going on because she had those glasses and just kind of like a. At first, I believe she had a trench coat, right?
Yeah, I think she had a trench coat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then a lot of just kind of code in the back of her screen and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of red lights.
Yeah,
the light guy was
only
next
red.
to me. I was up on the deck. It was only red lights. He's a big red boy.
See, I think those types of festivals, nobody's going there for the artists. Very few people going there for the artists. It's just a place to do Molly.
No, but these kids
Right.
love. No, they're so obsessed with it.
It made
Like,
no
they know
sense.
these people.
Because,
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't hate house music. It's kind of catchy every now and then. But, like, literally, when there's no lyrics, it sounds like the longest song ever. We were there from noon to, like, what, 2 or 3 in the morning?
I got
We were there
home.
till
I got home at 4:15 last night. Oh my god! So we're in like a big 2,000 person room or whatever, and the lights come on because the show's over. We have 8 cameras around, scattered 300, 400 feet apart. We're running all this cable back together, putting everything in the boxes. The lights go back off, and then the bass starts shaking. This bass is shaking our stuff off of the tables, and it's unnecessarily loud. And then we just look at each other and go, fuck.
We got communications on our ears. Can't hear a single fucking thing.
No. It's really cool because, like, the mics drop down to turn on. So they're off when they're up. As soon as they come down, they turn on. And then people don't know that. So you just hear
So
6
again,
different channels of weird noise.
Nick, I'm sure your communications worked fine over in Afghanistan, you know? Or over in the Middle
Yeah.
East.
Do they have a better system? Maybe we can.
Yeah, encrypted radios and email. We're not that advanced.
Okay. Maybe we should have sent emails
We should have.
to each other.
Yeah, that probably would have went through.
Yeah, texting is probably pretty easy because you're not. I mean, granted, it's basically like you're under fire there because it's like war, if not scarier. But
Scarier,
Scary, for sure.
Scarier,
More
yeah.
dangerous.
especially with in light of recent events.
The rave booty. It was nice to see rave booty again. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, Giorgio on the comms, too, when he's directing, just best in the biz.
Yeah, just talking
He's just
about
like gimbal and the girl with the ass.
stay on that girl. She's hot. She's
Stay
hot.
on that girl.
Look.
Stay on that girl.
If you're at home and you're watching a broadcast, you don't want me filming the ugly girls, and I understand that. And if there happens to be a very voluptuous dancer bending over backwards on a stage, yeah, I would like you to film it, and maybe I'm going to watch it for a little bit too and contemplate my life.
So, pardon us for not having a lot of NFL insight from yesterday because we did not watch it.
No,
I did. The Cowboys
Shut
are
up.
looking
No,
pretty
don't
good.
care. Just peddle this somewhere else.
NFC. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm in.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Good Lord.
Jesus Christ, Sean.
You can start
45-3.
You could start talking that shit. Like I know, maybe it'll happen because me and Dan were big homers for the Braves all year, and then the Braves won.
I was a huge homer for the Braves.
I'm at Holloway.
Well, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
don't
you
see-
laughing at us when Cody Bellinger drilled that home run.
That was pretty funny, like objectively.
It was. It was.
If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl again, it's going to be worse than when the Cubs won a World Series.
What's funny is, so people joke about like, if the Cowboys lose, like Sean will hang himself, but if the Cowboys win, we'll end up hanging Sean.
Right, because he won't shut the fuck
Right,
up.
right.
Like,
So-
it'll be a mass murder of Cowboy fans.
No matter what happens, Sean hangs from the rafters by the end of the NFL season.
But we
Can I
want
get
it
the
to
champagne? Can someone send champagne to me?
We want to edge Sean before he dies. We want him to get to the mountaintop, but not finish.
You know what? I will send you champagne if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. And I feel safe saying that.
I want the Cowboys in the NFC Championship
I'll send you Pappy Van Winkle if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
I can't return that. Okay.
Yeah. Cowboys with the lead in the NFC Championship game. They're up 2. There's a minute 30 left. Aaron Rodgers has the ball. That's the scenario I want.
Here's what I want.
People
They're
are
up
talking about that on Twitter, where they're like, we can get Aaron, like Cowboys fans who are afraid to play the Packers.
As you should be.
Bunch of pussies. Like, I don't care. Bring them on. I don't care.
You should care.
Nah, fuck that. I think we're going to beat
You
him
have an
this time.
apathetic Aaron Rodgers right now. And
Mike McCarthy can beat him. All right, I'll get off Mike.
Nick, punch him.
Craig says I am the definition of a lukewarm fan. Picture of him is right in the dictionary there. I don't know what you're referring to. No, it's called growing up and just maturing as a human. And it's not lukewarm. I watch all my teams. It's just like I expect nothing but terrible things to happen.
Dan's a fader. This is how Dan operates.
Yeah, this is my life.
This is how Dan is on everything.
I care. Like I don't get up. I don't get down. I just stay the same.
Dan does not seek attachment.
I really don't.
Yeah. You're like
It's been a problem in most of my relationships.
you're like a Buddhist if instead of like seeking enlightenment and peace, you just sought to be like left alone.
Yeah.
He's just seeking the spread.
Yeah.
He's just constantly seeking the spread.
Gambling has for sure made me care less and less about my teams.
It does
And your
do
family.
that. It makes you really like you're almost to the point where you're like, I'm rooting for this game for what? Like my own happiness? That's fucking stupid. I'm trying to make
gonna
money
cheer
over
for
here.
numbers.
Yeah.
1s and 2s. That's
No
it.
zeros.
Speaking
Unless
of
they're
which,
in the back.
we'll talk about this tomorrow, but you need to get on our live under program for basketball. It was a good
teaser.
It was a good week for me.
Yeah.
College basketball show tomorrow. We'll talk about that there. But if you're not betting live unders on college basketball, you're crazy.
I made a
person.
lot of money on college basketball this week.
Did you? Yeah, I mean, me too, relatively.
Actually, we'll sneak this in there. UCLA with a big win against Nova. I didn't see that
Huge
coming.
win. I did not see that coming
No
either.
Cody Riley. He was out for the game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was really impressed. I watched that whole game. I was really impressed with UCLA. I thought Nova was going to punch back. I didn't take it, but several times I thought about taking Nova live.
But it is nice to have a blue blood in their respected sport back. Like you know virtually nothing about college basketball, but you know UCLA was a powerhouse.
I do. I heard about the 70s. I don't believe it because the best college basketball program in the world is the University of North Carolina and the great Roy Williams and Dean Smith. So, yeah, nothing else really matters or is there.
Well, you got Hubert Davis now.
I don't know who that is.
QB Dave. I mean, North Carolina's looking okay so far this year.
Well, Roy's still in the building.
Yeah.
Like he's got an office. He's just playing golf every day. He doesn't want to like do the day in and day out bullshit.
He hasn't been doing the day in, day out bullshit for a while now.
Yeah, hence North Carolina's the last couple of years.
Yeah, head coaches don't run practices anymore.
He doesn't like to recruit.
He's just over it.
He's just old.
How many fucking 17-year how many old coaches do you think were like informed of TikTok and were just like, there's a new one?
What?
I
What?
can't.
What?
I can't do this anymore. I just can't. Like I'm tired.
And the school wants us to what?
Yeah, like I can't. And the recruit posted what on where? Like no.
He's
I
doing
thought
with
it
who?
was- I thought it was
How many?
I thought it was Instagram and Facebook. Like I have those.
Now we got to download another app.
Like I just don't like Roy. There had to be a couple old ones that were.
Well,
just
you know
like,
he's
no.
not doing that. That's grad assistance too.
He's got to know about it a little bit, right?
They're like, and then they just make him dance. Come on, Roy, this
Yeah.
would be fun for TikTok.
Oh,
right?
I would be annoying. I would hate doing that shit.
I mean, that's why Coach K is going out.
yeah, just
That is absolutely what.
put him in his office. Let him study old tape from years ago. Devise some new system now that people haven't seen in years.
You know another reason I think Coach K is leaving? I think he hates the kids now.
He's always hated the kids.
I think he really hates the
It's
kids
always
now.
been a about me thing with
Yeah.
Coach K.
But
Because like even when he goes and loses, rather than congratulate the team that beats him, he has to give them a life lesson.
Mm-hmm.
He does that all the time.
Why did he never make the step up to the NBA?
Because he's a fraud.
he didn't want to. Not enough control over your players.
Okay.
Like he's the fucking
I
king.
mean, yeah, he's the system coach.
Yeah.
He did.
Or do you think he's leaving because college players can get money now?
No, Coach
Since
K
he can't control them.
Well, he
Coach
was
K
already
never-
paying kids.
Coach
so.
K did the kind of easy route to the NBA where you just coach the Olympic team.
Right.
Because you're going to be guaranteed a gold medal.
And it's also more.
impossible to
It's
fuck
also
that up.
more
Not quite.
glory
Yeah. Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
for the coach
Is it?
yeah.
than winning an NBA title.
Oh, yeah, because I was going to say, for Carmelo Anthony, the most respected basketball player of our generation.
I would say Kobe's.
He's the most decorated, right? He's been on the most teams.
Yeah, he has the most gold medals. I would say Kobe's biggest moment in his entire basketball career was the 2008 gold medal.
No, I'd say it was the Dream Team practice where Jordan took him one-on-one for the entire practice. It was his first team there, joining up with the team.
Kobe.
It wasn't Kobe.
Kobe wasn't on the dream team.
No,
No.
it was one of the USA teams. It wasn't the '96 team.
Jordan only played on the 92 team.
Yeah.
Really?
And Kobe was a rookie in
You're
96.
thinking of
What am I thinking
the
of?
All-Star team
Oh, you're right. You're right.
when they played against each other.
That's right. Man, I'm mixing all these things together.
I think that was Kobe's best moment as a basketball player. If I had to pick one, we probably don't win that game without Kobe. That gold medal game.
That was his best moment as a professional athlete.
Yes, that was his best moment as an athlete. Period.
Personally, I
sad.
think it's when he won his Oscar.
It was in a great animated short film, by the way. Like, I don't know if any of you have seen it at home, and he gave a very nice award speech that night. as
Oh,
well.
dude, I read the best fucking burn on Trevor Bauer the other day / Kobe Bryant. Someone was like, "What do you think the Dodgers are gonna? What do you think LA is gonna do with Trevor Bauer?" And someone was like, "Switch his number to 24 and forget anything happened."
And you sell double the jersey.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because Kobe has both numbers retired now?
he does.
so,
yeah.
yeah.
8 and 24.
That's sick.
Who-
Something
who-
That was a good burn, right? That was fucking. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, Jordan's only got one number retired.
Yeah, no one retired 45.
He's 45 for like a cup of coffee.
It just goes to show that Michael Jordan was stupid for not dying in a helicopter crash.
He
It's
didn't
true.
go out in a blaze of flare. Damn it!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blaze of glory.
Don't switch that mic up unless you're ready for it.
Big boy
be a professional.
with big boy pants.
Man.
No, but like, am I the only person who thinks 45 is a better number than 23? I know 23
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
like,
45 's an awful
45 is an ugly number.
It's gross.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
You can have it. Keep 45.
all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get it tattooed on me.
Uh,
Come back wearing the 4-5. Used to play games with you.
any good fights this weekend?
Yeah.
There was.
Max
We
Holloway.
didn't watch them, but they were
I
there.
did. I watched it.
Well, without me.
Yes.
Dan, you
I'm allowed
promised
to
you
watch-
promised you wouldn't do that
I'm
anymore.
allowed to watch fist fights without you, George.
Well, I can't sit here anymore. I'm a little shook. Like, I don't know how to feel, how to process these emotions.
Great 5 rounds between Max and
Yair.
Yair.
Yep.
You know,
Damage. A lot of
a
damage
lot
done.
of damage. They were buddy after. I don't care for my fighters to be too buddy now. We talked about this.
We talked about that. Yeah, of all the sports. Like, it's annoying that all the basketball players are fucking bros.
Creating super teams.
Yeah, and then, like, you know, I think the only sport left where there's still people who, like, actually loathe each other,
It's fighting.
well, that and hockey.
Hockey. No, I think there should be more animosity in basketball than there should be in fighting. Because, like, you don't really need to be mad. And being mad doesn't help you in a fight, and it's more of a hindrance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand getting people pumped up for a football game or basketball game or harnessing some emotion or some anger there. But in a fist fight, like, it's like
Puts you in
there is-
danger.
Yeah, there is no like get anger, get better.
So
Like,
it's
it's
what
just
happened to Cody like every time.
exactly.
Every time Cody got into a beef.
Or anytime anyone fights Justin Gagey, and then gets cocky and wants
Is
to
that what
start
happened to Chandler? Is
Yeah.
that where you're blaming it on Chandler's anger?
anger and ego. Yeah, I mean they're very similar emotions, to be honest.
That seemed like a fake beef that was created for the fight.
No, they had no animosity between each other, but there was animosity between their egos of thinking who could take more damage and be the tougher,
Okay.
hardest hitting individual.
See,
there.
that is the one good thing about the Paul brothers, is that people actually hate them. That fight them, I think. Like
Again,
Mayweather.
that helps sell notoriety, but it doesn't help the sport in any.
You mean the quality of the fight?
Yeah.
I think it helps the sport. It might not help the actual quality of
The product.
yeah. But it helps the interest in the product.
I mean, you're definitely right with that vis-a-vis like
I mean,
Ultimate Fighter and
Floyd Mayweather didn't knock Jake Paul's teeth out as a stunt at that weigh-in or whatever.
right.
It wasn't a weigh-in, but you know what I
You
mean.
mean took his hat?
What?
Took his hat?
Yeah, when he took his hat,
Yeah.
and then Floyd was like, "I'll kill you," and
Right.
actually like knocked his teeth out. That was rad. I am the most casual fight fan you'll ever see, and I was like, I want more of that, please.
Yeah. The whole Canelo and Plant thing at the end, where they're just talking about how they respect each other and they love each other. It's
Fucking
like,
leave me
no,
alone with that
come
shit.
on.
Yeah.
Win,
murdered
you just
your
say, "Yeah, I
family.
just beat the fuck out of this dude and get off
Yeah.
the camera."
Yeah, I want Mike Tyson being like, I just want to eat his children.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Again,
Or
again,
like
we
his quote,
we
"I'll fuck
love
you till you love me."
True. I don't think we remember enough that Mike Tyson is a very damaged individual. Like we never really associate those things together. Like we heard all these fucked up things about his life like later after his career, and we never went back to be like, oh, maybe that's why he said things like that.
Yeah, he's a pretty broken
I
person.
want to eat children.
Yeah.
Again, he is by far the most universally loved rapist.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't
wait,
think
wait.
there's
Is there like? Well, should we round table this real quick and try to think of another one?
So at
Anyone
this,
else that's convicted? I guess like Bill Cosby.
yeah, not universally loved. If you want to classify Thomas Jefferson's stuff as rape, but he's catching a lot of heat now. So I don't know if you could put Jefferson above Tyson.
I want a Jefferson great super great granddaughter to come out and be like, no, it was all consensual.
Yeah, but also
I
Jefferson.
have the letters.
Jefferson,
I have the love letters. Yes.
Jefferson didn't have the knockout power of Mike Tyson.
No, he had other people do his fighting for him,
Yeah.
and did a lot of other stuff for him too.
Yeah, I wonder how many children did he technically birth? Is there ever a number?
How many things did he actually
More than
write?
one.
The answer is
Are
zero.
we sure it was rape? Maybe he just told the women that they
Sean,
could just sleep
cut-
inside.
Mike.
Come on, camera's on me while he's asking these questions. I can't do this.
Yeah, you're done. You've reached your word limit for the day. Goodbye.
Yeah. Look, we'll start a Drinkin Bros blog it'll be like Sean's thoughts, and it'll just be Thomas Jefferson, not a rapist.
Oh, I'm trying to think of like more loved rapists.
It's Mike Tyson.
It's Tyson by a
He has
mile.
a show. He has his own cartoon.
Yeah.
He had a stand-up special.
Yeah, he's in the fucking Hangover and shit.
Okay.
Oh, dear, no, I don't think Kobe was actually guilty of that. So
Right.
it's got it. So if we're talking about actual like convicted, it's Tyson.
Yeah, because it's him versus like Harvey Weinstein and
Yeah, but no one likes Harvey Weinstein. No one even liked Harvey Weinstein before.
Yeah.
And then the gymnastics coach.
Larry Nasser? If Larry Nasser's in third place, then Mike Tyson is.
yeah, we got to power rank these. I think Cosby's easy too, right?
Or Penn, who's the,
Roethlisberger?
There are
Penn
a lot of people are batting
Roethlisberger
for.
wasn't convicted, but there are a lot of questions.
A lot of people are batting for Cosby.
like coming, like still like defending him.
Well,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
not defending him for what he did, but like kind of like all the good that he. I mean, Chappelle did a whole stand-up on it.
Right, but I think that was before all of the women came out, right?
No, it was after. But they're still like full on like deniers. Like
Right.
they're like, this is all
Chappelle's whole
bullshit.
thing is like, what if a superhero
He'll
can only
rank
activate his
it.
powers if he raped
Rapes,
a woman?
yeah. No, he grabs her in the pussy.
Grabbed her by the pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be. But here's the thing, though, is we're talking about all those other people are like a bit divisive. No one dislikes Mike Tyson.
Zero backlash to Mike Tyson.
Yeah. So
I think like if you took a poll around this country, it would easily like favorable 90% at least for Mike Tyson.
yeah, absolutely.
Easily 90%.
To the point where like you would then be like, you do know he was convicted for rape, right? And that half the people would be like, oh yeah, oh
Like something with his lawyer.
yeah. Was that the '90s though?
Right, like things just happened in the 90s. Yeah. It was all.
Oh, there's
big
only
world.
one other one that could compete, but he's dead.
Kevin Spacey?
No, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. A lot of people would defend Mike.
Yeah.
Although he was never convicted of anything.
Well, if we're
No.
talking about convicted in court, that's
And
the
his
thing,
mutual
but-
and his mutual masturbation rape.
Also, he never fucked Macaulay Culkin. And if you're gonna fuck a child,
He never
right.
fucked Aaron Carter either. And Aaron Carter told that story about.
That's true.
Yeah,
makes you think.
does.
Yeah. I
He
guess.
just had a bad type.
I think Chappelle did a joke on that too. It's like if you're gonna get your dick sucked, you're getting it done by the king of pop.
Right. Get your dick sucked, dude. It's got to be a golden throat. But it would either be Tyson or Jackson.
Yeah.
Cut Giorgio's mic for
That's
that.
fair. But I think there is some sort of backlash with MJ
More than Tyson.
because there's zero.
Because I guess you could say Tyson, like, did his time.
Well, people care about children more than they do about women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, of course.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Republican Party proved that.
Who did?
Republican Party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And we all care about dogs more than humans, so
Yeah.
Well, duh.
that's why.
Gigi proved that.
That's why Mike Vick is the most hated man in America. No, he actually is a
Yeah, weirdly, that
broadcast for Fox.
the
now, I
one
think?
dog, the worst dog person ever somehow is chill again. There's no amount of jail that makes me feel okay with that.
Okay, but what? Okay, I also
I'd rather have OJ on TV. I'm fucking serious.
No, come on.
Oh, man.
Hello to the world.
That is the
He only
go-to.
killed
though,
one woman.
for Mike Vick. The
Mike
go-to
Vick killed a
is-
bunch of dogs.
How many?
Yeah,
Too
how
many.
dogs? We don't know.
Tortured. And like you could at least argue, and actually OJ was a domestic abuser as well before that, but you could at least argue that like OJ's murders were like heat of the moment, right? Like they were a little bit
Did
irrational.
his son help him? Or his brother?
That's like the theory. His son was like there too.
But Mike Vick did his time, like everyone says.
Right. But Mike Vick was like purposeful and calculated and,
Wait, so he was he
and
was
a literal hobby of
was he
his.
was he raising the dogs himself?
Yeah, and
So
like,
also he training the fight dogs was his hobby.
and torturing,
Well, it's
yeah,
part
and
of the
torturing.
culture that he
And by the
grew
way,
up in.
one of the worst parts about that is that they don't talk about. So like he fucked up. He would like torture the weak dogs or whatever. But one of the things you do in dog fighting is you got to get like trap dogs or whatever they're called, bait dogs. I'm sorry, bait dogs. And usually how you get those is you steal just get them from a farm or like literally steal them from people, like teeny little dogs, like Dan's fucking Boston Terriers or like the dogs I have, and you bring them in and you teach the like pit bulls and just to murder those dogs. Like that's how they get their taste for dog.
You know a
blood.
lot about this.
Yeah, I'm
Well, he's a white man who clearly cares about his dogs.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, dog fighting is fine if you do it in Mexico. So that's
Also,
where I did all
dog
that.
fighting
No,
is fine.
that's cockfighting.
Cockfighting is the Dominican, I thought.
Dog
Yeah.
fighting is fine if you put up that performance on Monday Night Football that Mike Vick did against the Redskins. So
Mexicans fight dogs too.
I mean, if the
Yeah,
dog puts
that's
up
right.
a performance like that, I mean, when is the dog going to get on ESPN?
And what is dog fighting but Pokemon?
What is dog fighting but UFC for animals?
what is Pokemon?
It's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, go, Doberman, I choose you.
Yeah, we're teaching our kids from an early age
Yeah.
that it's okay to just fight
They're
animals.
they're your best friends, and you got to catch them all.
Yeah. And
Train them is my
So yeah,
real
you're this
test.
weird dog catcher that just fights his captives.
gotta catch 'em all.
Okay, so now that's a really fucked up horror movie.
What?
It's just a dog catcher, but he never takes them.
Right. I thought Detective
And-
Pikachu could have done a much better job just really kind of leaning into that.
Yeah, I think Pokemon's a pretty good horror story, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They should probably make a horror Pokemon.
Yeah.
They kind of did. They have some of those on the internet float around. They
Also,
draw them all scary.
They let you go when you're 8, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna survive in the wild when I'm 8.
With Pokemon.
Not a chance.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
had-
a huge like parade for them leaving.
Yeah, just because you have this little starter guy that's either a fire, water, or if you're
Plant.
Well, Dan, didn't you get confirmed
really
today?
soft, a plant.
Japan's a different culture.
Yeah.
Shut up, Sean.
It
Yeah,
is.
again, your word limit is gone. Please, Nick, cut off his mic. Thank you.
AJ Gamble says I look like every chick that runs a rescue organization's husband. It's not wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
Should we start calling those Mr. Baskin?
he's essentially calling you Cole Hamels or Chase Utley.
Oh no, what a horrible insult.
I know.
That's rad. I'll take that. Yeah. But anyway, would you go to a cockfight? Have you been to a cockfight?
He's been to multiple cockfights.
I have not.
Yeah, you
Didn't your dad live in Puerto Rico?
Come on.
No, my dad currently lives in Puerto Rico and does know an
Tax
extensive
purposes.
amount about cockfighting.
Because they do it there.
Well, he's the one who explained there's like 4 different classes. Well, there's weight classes for the roosters as well.
Right.
And then they also get
Oh,
they
there's
get
weigh-ins?
There's weigh-ins and weaponry.
Okay.
I'm dead serious.
There is. No, they put on special claws, which I think is
No,
bullshit.
but there's different kinds.
I'm a
there's-
purist.
So there's a long bladed one on
Yeah.
one claw.
So like little cyborg chickens.
Right, or there's 2
Yeah.
short. You can't put 2 long on, my dad said, or they would cut their own legs off.
Yeah.
So you could either have 2 short blades, 1 long blade, or a hooked blade. I think there was one more that I'm forgetting, but
So
it's more of the saber.
yeah.
of the-
At this point, it's like half cockfighting, half battle bots.
yeah.
We're back to cyborgs. We're back where we started.
Can we put the cock on top of the battle bot, and you have to like both have to be destroyed before you
I think
win?
that's just robot chicken.
Just tag teaming.
Yeah. Well, I would say actually just put chickens in with the battle bots and just see who wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a team of one battle bot and one chicken. You have to raise and build both.
Okay, so it's like team MMA fighting.
Yes.
The problem is if they just gang up on the chicken real quick, and then there's chicken and robot against you.
Chicken stands no threat against a fucking power saw.
Yeah, you would think so.
Like, I don't think the chicken's going to hurt the power saw.
Why did that not keep going? Why was BattleBots not?
Well, Spike TV was only a thing for about 13 months.
Yeah, it's Paramount Network now. So we have Yellowstone and
Battle
BattleBots.
Bots and Blue Mountain State could only keep it on for so long.
Yeah.
Old UFC reruns and the first Fast and
And
Furious.
1,000 Ways to Die.
Yes. Oh, such
Yeah.
a good show too.
Was it a good show or was it just 1,000 Ways to Die?
There's so many ways to die though. That was like the new Ripley's Believe It or Not, or what was the other one that was like that? Oh, the Guinness World Records book when they had a show.
The what?
Guinness World Records
Oh,
had a
yeah.
show for a while.
It was always weird world records. They're like the guy with the long fingernails and shit.
And then Ripley's Believe It or Not came out after that.
Right.
Which was also pretty chill.
So it was just like, look at these freaks.
Yes. I
Yeah.
was really into that.
Freak show.
And then that became 1,000 Ways to Die.
Fair enough. Texas, speaking of Texas sports, we'll just stay on it. Got worked by Gonzaga, but I don't care.
Yeah, expected.
Expected. It's going to take a minute for Texas to get together with all the transfers, but I think they're a really dangerous team.
I'll just give a little shout out to my university, beating Miami.
Yeah.
UCF.
You texted me and Jake, you're like, God, don't make me care about a sport again.
Don't make me
Didn't
care
Florida
about
State also
UCF
beat
basketball.
Miami?
That was
Oh,
in
that was
football.
in football, yeah.
But yes, they did.
I knew something.
Woo! That was dangerously almost diagonal. Like you didn't put it. Yeah, you didn't put it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You are on camera, Giorgio.
Well, technically, I'm not right now. Now I am.
Someone just screen grabbed that, and yeah, that is what that is.
Stop. No, stop.
If you didn't have the hair color you currently have, it wouldn't be a problem.
No.
But
I should
yeah.
get tan again. Like I just come in, my mustache should start getting shorter and shorter. It's like, guys, what do you think? Like I shaved the beard, it's just the stash.
Oklahoma also lost this weekend in college football. So
which
they're
we
outta
said
here.
they would. So the
Well,
Big 12.
I didn't think they were going to lose to Baylor, but
You didn't? I did.
Well.
But the Big 12's done now.
they out.
They out. Big 12 out. ACC out.
Dude, it's going to be funny when like a 2-loss Pitt gets in over Cincinnati.
Oh boy. Wait, who would be the? Oh, 2-loss Pitt. That would be actually insulting.
There's still odds on on MyBookie, you can kind of look at the national championship odds, and there's very limited teams that are still available. Pitt is one of those teams
Yeah.
That you can still place bets on?
to win the national championship. I
Wait,
guess
so
'cause,
some
like, they're
teams you
gonna win the
can't
ACC.
place bets on?
Yeah, because they're pretty much saying every other team's eliminated. So like, don't even waste your money.
They won't even take your money on
They
it.
won't even take your money.
Really?
That's
I've
all.
never heard of a gambling establishment not
Yeah, I
taking
know,
your
right?
money. They were taking bets on like Ronda Rousey versus Jake Paul.
I know they're honorable people, Giorgio.
They're good, well-intentioned people.
Over at what?
My bookie, baby.
MyBookie.com.
Oh God, I love that.
Promo code Drinkin Bros.
What does
Yeah.
that get you?
Doubles your deposit.
Doubles your motherfucking deposit.
Man.
It's pretty tight.
What's your betting percentage this year, Dan?
For outside the top 25, it's somewhere like 56. I went 99
Man,
this
if you want to make some
Ooh,
money.
what'd I do?
I don't know. I haven't done the math.
All right. I think I probably did better than you this week
You
then.
might have.
If you went 9-9, that's actually pretty good for
Well,
me.
then you probably went 9-9 too.
No, because he had a bunch of bets, remember?
I have extra bets.
You always do.
10 extra bets a week.
You gotta do it. You gotta fucking do it. Anything else interest you this weekend? Anything interesting happened to you this weekend?
Houston Open.
Oh, wait.
Another golfer in the mix. but
Yeah.
Matthew Wolff fell short. He's in the final group. I had him to top 10 and to win. He finished 11th.
Is Dan Mullen gonna get fired?
Yes.
I think Dan Mullen is cooked at Florida.
Yeah. Well, they gave up, 52 to Stanford?
Yeah.
I don't know how you give up 52 to an FCS school.
To any FCS school.
Yeah.
They were getting fucking worked.
They won,
They did.
but they were down for a while, and they just couldn't stop them.
They were getting, I mean, fuck, dude. Florida's not anywhere near like Texas range yet or anything like that. But
They like to think they are.
in terms of like going down, like they think they're.
Oh, no, I thought you meant like prestige-wise.
No.
Oh,
I
they think
mean,
they're higher than Texas.
Yeah,
The people from Gainesville, Florida, think very highly. of
Florida is
themselves.
absolutely a better program than Texas. It's not even close.
How do you say that? It's so crazy. It sounds so crazy coming out your mouth.
Yeah.
They're really feeling themselves in those mid-2000s when they had both Urban and Billy Donovan.
I mean, that was about as good of a.
That's sports nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone else ever done that in
and
the
two?
same year? Football and basketball same year?
That I can think of off the top of my head? No.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Texas because of baseball. I think 2005 the
Ugh.
baseball team did too.
I don't care about that. I know there's a lot of SEC and some Big 12 and ACC schools that are like baseball too, and I would be hyped if Mizzou won a College World Series, but
No one cares about college baseball.
you don't get into it. Yeah.
You
It's-
care about it when it comes around.
It's an
Yeah.
Olympic
when it hits
sport.
on the TV.
It's not.
You're not reading off-season college baseball
Once they get to
shit.
Omaha, that's when
You'd
you
be
start to
over
care.
it by the next day. You'd be happy about it when they won that night, and then the next day
Right,
you'd
like
already be over it.
There's like no real dopamine hit. It's
College
Right.
baseball players don't even like college baseball. All they talk about is their summer league, and they're trying to get into the pros.
Yep. It's just a different version of the minor leagues. Actually, baseball teams like drafting college players a lot more now. It used to be kind of like if you were a college player, you were literally like just second tier to the dudes who went straight into the minors out of high school and stuff like that. But they like college players a lot more now.
Right, because you're not an 18-year-old who's been making $23,000 a year spending it on
Right.
cheap whores and hotel rooms.
And also, you've honestly played more competitive baseball. Like you've played actual competitive. You're competing against people.
You're in like
Right.
environments that are actually packed.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to an SEC school.
Well, and
where
it's
they
just
care
like
about it.
the strikes and balls you take and see or throw or whatever matter beyond just your own career, right? Like you're having to actually compete against, like for something. Whereas in the minors, like the fucking rosters change all
It's
the time.
simply
and-
about you.
yeah,
It's
Your
maintaining
stats.
your
Yeah,
stats.
yeah.
yeah,
You know, you're not trying to like you're not in what's in the best interest for the Fort Wayne Tin Caps.
right. Like you don't want to lose the games, but you don't really care if you
doesn't
lose.
matter.
the
Unless
games.
you're a Durham Bulls fan.
right. Then
Tobacco Road.
can you? Ugh, man, I couldn't imagine being a fan of a minor league team. It seems like a real wasted exercise.
Greensboro Bats.
Woo!
Yeah.
Did you ever go to a Durham Bulls game?
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
It was a shitty area back in the day, and now it's all nice and gentrified.
Who's the Round Rock team?
Express. They have a dope stadium.
Who are they for though?
They were for the Rangers. Now they're the Astros.
You can switch affiliations.
Uh-huh.
No, they're back with the Rangers.
Are they back to the Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay, they were the Astros.
So
for-
minor league teams are just kind of like
The
free
Durham
agents?
Bulls have been like 10 different teams, minor league organization.
Oh.
They've been the Braves, the Rays. When he's, you know, the movie The Rookie with Dennis Quaid?
Yeah.
He plays for the Durham Bulls, and that's when they were a Rays affiliate. I don't know who they are now. They might still be the Rays.
Should we become a fan of this Round Rock minor league baseball team? No.
I'm a fan of going to that stadium and getting fucking rocked.
Okay, will you drive Lázaro Lopez there every?
Lester Lopez, no, I will not.
Yeah.
I'll go with him and get drunk there, but I would like to. I want to get drunk.
Thursdays
to
are the
adult.
best days
Yeah.
to go. It's like $5 beers.
At what, Friday?
Thursdays.
Dude, oh, Thursdays, dude. It's actually a blast there. I fucking love Round Rock Stadium. The company should get a suite. What I'm saying is, someone else should pay for me to go and drink for free.
Yeah.
Dan.
Just can't expense that $5 to go.
Right. I mean, we went to the World Series. It probably costs as much as a year-long suite does at fucking Round Rock.
Yes. Literally.
Like literally.
You can get your name on that suite at
Yeah,
Round Rock.
You
Right.
got to see the team that won the World Series get just fucking boat raced.
I don't care. I got to be there. That's all that matters.
You guys should have went to Game 6. I don't know why you went to Game 2.
Because Game 2 is guaranteed. Game 6 isn't guaranteed.
Damn, Dan.
Nothing in life is guaranteed, Rob.
Well, Game 2 is.
Taxes, death.
Yeah. Game 2 is pretty guaranteed.
Well, they could have canceled it.
I guess there could have been some shootout or something outside the stadium.
Airplane
Crashes in because weather won't cancel it. It's a fucking
Yeah.
roof stadium.
What would happen if a championship was about to kick off and one team just died?
Great question.
Do they replace the team that lost in the conference championship or divisional or whatever
League
championship just get bumped up?
I don't know how that works actually. You would think so. Either that or where they trot out the AAA team.
The replacements?
Yeah.
The concession workers at the AA field.
Yeah.
No, just the concession workers at the ballpark.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
or,
They
just Minute Maid ballpark employees have to go out and put a team
The
together.
grounds crew.
So it's like
The grounds crew, you have guys who are manning the grill. They're batting cleanup.
I think that's a better product. You bring everyone to the stadium under the guys that you're going to watch professional players play, and then just have amateurs.
The mascot has to pitch in uniform.
Yes, exactly.
They have to hit in uniform too.
I
You
guess-
actually have to steal home base.
Like take it.
Yes.
like rip it out of the ground.
And then you have to run away from the freeze.
Yes.
And make sure you outrun the freeze.
the freeze is dope.
The freeze gives you, what, like 15-second head start?
Yeah. It's pathetic that more people can't beat the freeze.
It's a fast man.
It's a fast man. But he beats a lot of people last second.
Nobody knows who the freeze is. It could be fucking Usain Bolt. We don't know.
What is this?
At
You're not familiar with
Braves
the freeze?
games, they do this thing in like the seventh inning or whatever. You know how some places have like a tool race or like a mascot race or something.
like
Like
yeah.
at Nationals games, like they have the 4 presidents race each other,
Yeah.
the Mount Rushmore presidents. Anyway, at Braves games, they have a random, presumably usually drunk fan take a race this guy who was like a track star in college, and they get a 50. The track star basically dresses up as Samuel L. Jackson from The Incredibles, and the challenger gets like a 15-second head start. It goes across like the warning track of the outfield, and then the freeze goes, and the freeze almost always wins, like just blows by.
I've never seen him lose.
He's lost.
I'm sure he has, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. But the best is when he
It
wins.
should be bigger news when he loses.
The best is when he wins at the last second. There's one guy who started pimping his win, and the freeze, and then he fell over, and the freeze just blew by him. Oh, that's pretty fucking funny.
Can't get too cocky.
Yeah,
Can't get too cocky.
No.
And you get what, like a lifetime supply of like motor oil or
Fucking know. It's from Napa, probably sponsored. it.
coolant?
Who knows? All I know is I'm tired. About that time?
No, it's not that time.
No.
We're not even close to that time.
We're pretty close to that time.
Well, we are close to the time.
Yeah.
We're not over the time.
Good lord.
Giorgio is running on 0 sleep, so I will let you gracefully go off cam.
Yeah. What time did
You can walk
What time
off.
did your day end? Did it?
It didn't
4:30.
end. He hasn't gone to sleep yet.
Oh, that's tight. Get on that ghost bed.
Yeah, go lay on that ghost bed.
Should we spend the first like 10 minutes of softcore history tonight making fun of Jake for Florida?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we do. I think that's the only option, really.
Do they have a?
No.
I think they're tied with Mizzou right now.
It would actually be funnier if we just don't even bring it up. Like, not even in our like kind of pre-show ramble.
Our banter. Yeah.
Like, no, even before the show starts.
Okay.
I think we just don't even address Florida. And
He'll eventually address it.
No,
on
he'll
his own.
say it. Like, he'll bring it up. What if we just ignore it?
We
And we're
just
just like,
don't
yeah, man.
say
no,
anything to
it's
him.
crazy.
You've got to attack him with it. Like, don't talk about it before the show, but like right in the middle of the show, just bring it up out of nowhere.
We'll see. See how we feel. You know.
Yeah, Florida right now is behind Missouri in the conference standings. That is just a brutal place to be living for them.
It's not a good place to be if you're Dan Mullen. He's for sure on the hot seat that I did not foresee him
Right?
being on.
I didn't think they were going to win the East or anything, but everyone kind of thought they were going to be second in the East, right?
Like, competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give Georgia a run for its money. Nobody's going to do that. Although you said the SEC championship game odds came out.
Yeah.
Alabama's +3.
Yep.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if Alabama wins the SEC championship.
I think this is just Georgia's year, and I think
Oh, no. It for sure is Georgia's year. But would it really surprise you if they lost in the SEC championship and Bama got in?
And then so there's 2 SEC teams, and then Georgia still wins.
And Georgia will win the Natty, yeah.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't surprise me. I just think that even Bama is not good enough this year.
Yep. Well, all right. So now college football playoff rankings come out tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Nothing changes really.
No.
The top 6 stay the same,
Pretty much.
right? Or I guess the top 5,
Yeah.
because Cincinnati will be 5 again. Mm-hmm. Oregon, Ohio State, they maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cincinnati's. It's looking pretty good that they're going to get in if and when Oregon loses.
Oregon, and they just have to be rooting for Georgia to beat Bama. Like, literally, that's.
Dude, I'm not even sure about that.
Do you don't think they need that? I mean,
I literally think Georgia could beat Bama, and Bama might still get in. Or like a fucking 2-loss Ole Miss or something.
2-loss Ole Miss is not getting in over 2-loss Bama.
Because, yeah, you're right. Yeah, whatever.
The only SEC teams that are even a threat are Bama and Georgia.
I think the only thing that would keep Alabama out is like if it's a really bad loss,
Okay.
they don't want them playing them again, like immediately after.
Well, and they would have to be the 4
It would be
seed.
1 versus 4, yeah.
Right. They wouldn't do that. There's no way that would happen.
But I think even if it's a super close game, let's say it comes down to the last minute, Georgia wins by a field goal, I think they'd let Alabama in.
I don't think so.
I think Alabama's the 4.
Gross.
I don't know.
I don't think Georgia's beating Alabama twice, or that Alabama's beating Georgia twice.
I'm trying to think. Alabama's best win right now is Ole Miss, right?
Right, which is a solid win.
It's a good win. Ole Miss, surprising a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Beat A&M this weekend. It was a little bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good.
They're both fine.
And A&M's still without their starter, right? Quarterback?
Dude, he's out for the season.
Yeah, so
It's not
that's...
so it's not even being without your quarterback. Like, he just never was their quarterback.
I mean, he was for like 2 games.
For 2 snaps.
Regardless, though, that was the guy they were supposed to be playing with all year, so that matters.
No, not really.
I think it matters.
I don't think so. Either way, you got anything exciting coming up this weekend? Or this week in the world of sports? You're just going to keep hammering unders?
Hammer unders in live unders in college basketball. Games start in like 30 minutes, so I'll be looking at those. Although I really, unless it's like a crazy line in the first half. First off, when you do the live unders, when you bet live unders in college basketball, let the first 10 minutes go. Like, don't bet unless the over-under explodes in the first 5 minutes, like both teams just come out on fucking fire. Let it play out a little bit. Look at it with 10 minutes gone, but really I don't like to look at it until there's 5 minutes left in the first half, or really what I like to do is like the sweet spot is like 10 minutes left in the second half. Because at that point you have a full read on the game. You can see how many fouls they have, like how quickly they will or won't get in the bonus. That's usually where I like to do it. But it is actually, if you do bet early, do it on like, hope that each team just hits a flurry of threes and the over jumps like
And do it
fucking
on mybookie.com.
15 points. Mybookie.com, baby. It's the best place. The best place to gamble in
Looking
the
forward
motherfucking
to hitting
world.
some unders with you this week. Looking forward to the college basketball show tomorrow. Make sure to tune in for that.
That'll be going at noon, I think.
Yeah, noon tomorrow on the sports channel right here. And then we'll do outside the top 25, I think either Thursday or Friday. One of the two. I think we're kind of pivoting that to Friday at this point. So we'll see you then. Till then, though, y'all have a good fucking day. I don't care.
Have a great day.